Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna, oh.
There we go.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name's Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
I look really tall.
You are. You just did handstands.
Look
You
at that.
grew.
That's great. Welcome to our beginner kettlebell class tonight. Okay, stop joking. Our beginner kettlebell class tonight, you'll need your body, a little bit of space, maybe a light kettlebell, but to be honest, we're going to be learning our swing tonight, which is really exciting because I know everyone wants to kettlebell swing, but you need to learn how to do it properly. So we're going to be breaking down our swing tonight, but all body weight. So don't feel bad if you don't have a kettlebell. You don't even need one.
Work on that chop and pop.
Yeah, we have so many breakdowns to get through today. Let's start standing up tall and just take a couple breaths, gathering our focus, thinking about our kettlebells, and then we'll continue our warm-up. One hand on belly, one hand on chest, close your mouth. Start breathing in and out through your nose, and just take a couple breaths doing that yourself. And notice which hand moves. Does your belly hand go in and out? Or does your chest hand come up and down? I'd like you now to focus on breathing into your belly. So on this next inhale here, make that belly fill with air. And then exhale through the nose, belly falls. Inhale, belly fills. Exhale, belly falls. One or two more times like this. Inhale, belly fills, thinking about filling all sides of your belly. Exhale, belly falls. And relax. Think of that nose breathing a little bit throughout class, especially if you're a little bit winded and you try to recover. Keep that mouth closed. To our wrists. Extend your arms out in front of you. Like this, Ian. Yep. Now reach your arms forward so your shoulders wrap around, and then pull your blades back. Great. Connect your ribs to your hips so I could come and punch you in the stomach and squeeze your butt. But now pay attention to your wrists. With tight fists, slowly pull down into your flexion on your wrists, pulling your fingers towards the underside. Keep your grip tight as you pull the backs of your hands towards your face.
Ooh.
Really straighten those elbows. Do that again. Keep those elbows straight. Flex on the wrists. Fists tight. And then slowly pull the back of the hands towards your face. Back to center, relax. To our feet, putting them underneath us. Slowly, try not looking at your feet, but try to plant or flex or bend, pushing those toes into the floor, knees staying straight. Then I want you to use your big toe muscles to push up onto your big toe. And then just come back down through toes and slowly crush a pop can under your heel. Repeat on the other side. Gently bending, pointing those toes to get up to tip, and then back down through toes and crush a pop can under your heel. Squeeze your butt. Other side again, bend, push through your toes. This time, try to roll over on your toes, curling them under, putting some weight on them, try not to let them cramp. Then try to push the floor away with them to tip, back to toes, and crush that Coke can under your heel. Other side. Bend, point tips, roll over, feel that stretch, push the floor away to tips, back down toes, and crush your can. I said Coke. I do like a root beer though.
Coke.
That's a kid drink, but
if I'm going to splurge on a pop, it's going to be a Coke or homemade iced tea. Sun tea lately.
Okay. This time, let's do our wrists, but bring our elbows in and our palms up. Let's do the same thing. Grab a fist in each hand. Slowly pull your hands down to your extension or your back of your hands towards the floor. Think about where your blades are. Are they still retracted or are they starting to come forward? Pull them back. Now slowly keep that fist as you pull your hands towards your face. Trying to flex at the wrists. One more. Pull the backs of the hands down. This time, slowly open fingers to get full extension.
This is your favorite and my probably least favorite version of this drill.
Oh, try to straighten those fingers.
You don't like my first knuckle push-up.
And then
this is so hard.
Slowly curl those fingers up. Back to fist, back to full pull towards your biceps. This time, try to undo your fingers, but have a straight palm. So no reachy fingers, everything's in line. And then close up fist and pull back to neutral and relax. Oh, well, that was nice.
That was heavy metal.
One more foot business. Stand in parallel, squeeze your glutes, pivot on your heels, turn out slightly. From here, same foot warm up. Squeeze that standing leg butt. Bend the knee, pushing through the toes. Go to your pointed foot. Maybe roll over. Roll back to that point. Down through toes. Crush the pop can. Squeeze that glute. Other side. Bend. Still trying to push out on that knee from the hip. Point. Roll over. Roll back. Point. Crush your pop can. Excuse me. Last time, other side. Bend. Point. Roll over. Roll back. Toes. Heel crush. Last time. Bend. Point. Roll over. Roll back. Heel crush. Great. Okay. It's time to review our get up and some planks. I would like to start our get up from the floor and work on some components of it that involve a little bit extra mobility. So let's start on the floor because that's where we would normally start a get up. Come down to the floor. Don't touch the floor with your hands and come on down, however you want. Be safe. And then end up on your back. Now, we normally do one day we'll do a get up while holding a kettlebell over our head. Today, in this first exercise here, we're doing a get up for extra mobility. That means we're going to be adding moves to the get up that you would not normally do with a kettlebell. Okay? You'll see.
I like this drill.
Roll to your side, pretend to cuddle your bell.
Not cuddle.
Roll onto your back, press your imaginary kettlebell. Take your extra arm off and put it on the floor at 45 degrees. That leg is bent with the side of the kettlebell arm. The other leg is heavy on the floor, out in line with your other arm. Take your foot, push it into the floor, and start driving into the floor to send energy up to squeeze that butt cheek. Do it again. Push your foot into the floor, drive energy up, squeeze your cheek. You're not even moving, you're just squeezing your cheek, extending your hip a bit. Relax. One last time, push into the floor, squeeze that cheek, extend the hip so much you start rolling to your side. Now pull on your elbow to get up tall. Right here, let's check in with this packed shoulder. Right now, I want you to be dumpy, hanging out at the beach. I'm chilling, dumpy shoulder. Now pull down on your lat and lift your chest, pack your shoulder. Feel how strong that is. From here, find your hand. Same thing here. Dumpy shoulder, hang out. Pull that shoulder down. Retract. One more time. Dumpy shoulder, pull it down. Retract. We're going to lift our hips high, high, high from here. Lift those hips and just hold this position for 3, 2, and then drop your bum back down. We're going to do that again, but we'll sweep through. Lift our hips high, 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 and then add your sweep through. Knee lands. Great. I want you to take this top arm, bring it down to cross your body, so your hand will come across your chest. That's the part you probably would never want to do with a bell. Now from here, we're going to close up our window, or we're going to rotate our upper body close towards the floor, maybe even to the back side. We're going to keep pushing out on that knee, keep pushing into the floor as we rotate now back to open. Take a breath. Try to push that floor away and rotate more. Rotate back towards the floor. That rib cage is rotating, but the legs are not moving. So keep that knee pushing out. One more time. Push the floor away. Rotate open. Notice where your head's looking. Your head isn't over-rotating more than your upper body. Extend that arm back towards the ceiling. Take your hand off the floor, extending your hip. Oops. Bring your front foot forward. Nice. From here, pushing weight into both legs. Stand up together. Great. Let's go back down. Leg you can touch. Steps back. Ready? Slow descent. 5. Tuck that hip under. 4, 3, 2. Soft landing. Front foot opens. Hinge and rotate. Hand finds the floor. Shift that weight over your hands so your shoulders are stacked. Lift your back leg, sweep through. Bum's gonna land to your elbow with a packed shoulder. So nice shoulder, not dumpy. And then away from that elbow to your back. Controlled. 3, 2, soft landing. 2 hands, pull your bell down. Cuddle it to the side. Oh, how lovely was that?
I love that mobility getup.
Let's do the same thing on the other side. Who would have guessed?
What side did I just do? Am I right?
Actually, I lied. I said we would do planks in between. So we have to do a plank.
Okay.
Let's roll over. I'd like us to do a plank from our elbows because we were just on our wrists a lot there. So pull your shoulders down. Tuck your hips, either from your knees or your toes. Get into that plank position. No matter where you are, your butt, your shoulders, your hips are all in line. Now make fists, pull on your elbows, squeeze your butt, brace your abs, pull everything together for 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees come down, soft landing. Roll over.
Just one?
Yeah, we get to do it after the next time.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, Ian.
Cuddle on that left, I think.
Yeah,
Me.
okay, I'm on the left, yes. Cuddle to your imaginary bell. 2 hands roll to your back. 2-handed press. Take that second arm away, placing it heavy on the floor. Other leg heavy on the floor. First, we push the foot into the floor, sending energy up to squeeze the glute. And then relax. Energy in to squeeze the glute. And relax. You can touch your cheek if you need to, your cheek. Squeeze the glute and then squeeze so much you extend your hip and pull in your elbow. From that elbow position, check it out. Are you proud? Now be dumpy, hanging out at the beach. Pull that shoulder down, be proud again.
Pressing that elbow away.
Pressing the elbow away. Yes. From there to your hand. Again, relax the shoulder, hang out, bring it up to your ear, but then pull it down and push the floor away. We're going to do our bridge. So we're going to lift our hips high, 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 hold. 3, 2, then we're going to drop them. This time we're going to lift them up and sweep it through. Lift, sweep, knee comes under. From here, you don't have to move. From here, we took that top arm and we crossed it across our body. And then we rotated our upper body closed towards the floor. We breathe. And we try to push the floor away and rotate that upper body open. Breathing. Back to center, pulling yourself closed. And then opening back up. From here, extend that arm again. Hand leaves the floor. Front foot moves. Hit both legs. Use both legs. Hup, to toe. We have to get back down. Step back lunge. Now remember, tuck hips, level hips, 5-second descent. 4, 3, 2, soft landing. Front foot opens. Chop, hinge, rotate. Back knee lifts and sweeps to your bottom, to your elbow. Keep that shoulder proud as you push away to your back. 2 hands, bell pulls down, cuddle. Nice.
Mobility and strength right in the same workout right there.
They're best buds, mobility and strength.
You need a little bit of both.
You need both. So, it's plank time. Ian didn't want just one. He wanted more than one.
Let's go for 2 in a row.
2 in a row?
10 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
All right. This is good for our swing practice. Imagining when you're in this plank position that you're at the top of your swing, at the top of your clean, just before you press. It's such an important position. Pack your shoulders, tighten your fists, tuck your hips, lift up, tuck your butt, pull the floor together. 9, 8, 7, nothing would move you right now. Breathe. 3, 2, and soft landing. Sit up in that. A little bit of extension here, packing your shoulders.
What's the hardest muscle group for you, Lauren, on that? I can get my armpits, I can get my fists, I can get my abs. It's squeezing my bum.
Yeah, my bum pulsates.
My bum pulsates. It's so hard to keep the bum squeezed for that whole time.
Okay, I'm going to squeeze it for 10 seconds. Ready?
Okay.
Tuck, lift, pull, squeeze. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, soft landing. Ooh. I definitely squeezed it.
That was definitely harder. Definitely harder.
Let's stand up.
Okay.
No rules. Get a little sip. Oh, no hands. Nice.
No hands.
Little sip.
Standardize those ways you get up as per our get up. Check the basics video if you haven't. Follow along with the get up. Learn the get up, but also learn other cool, different ways to lay down.
We have to get back up now.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
Okay, it's time to do some hinges.
Okay.
We're going to warm up our hinges first, body weight, and then we're going to break down some swinging today like we talked about. Stand in your, okay, maybe you don't know your hinge stance. So stand with your feet parallel. Pivot on a heel, 90 degrees. No, that's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 90.
Those 45s and 90s, they're tough.
Tricky. Now, lift up on those toes and pivot on the ball of foot so the foot goes back to normal way. Now the other leg, rotate open, pivot on toes. Now just rock back and forth a couple times. Find a nice smooth groove for you. That's about your kettlebell swing or your hinge stance. From here, take your hands. Chop your hips back. That means reach, bend your knees, reach your butt back behind you. Look down for a second at your feet. Are your toes heavy on the floor gripping? Are your arches pulled up? Are your shins vertical? Are your knees pushing out slightly so they're tracking your toes and not falling in? Your butt's reaching back. You should feel weight and load into your hammies. Brace your abs. Stand up by driving your hips through and pushing the floor away. Now, right here, you're in your plank position. So both butts, cheeks should be squeezed. All 8 abs should be braced. Then relax for a second.
Oh, you had 16.
Abs?
Yeah. You do.
No, just 8. Oh, I do. Not Ian. Okay. Focus. Chop hips. Hinge. We're just going to pause here. Think of that checklist. Toes, shins, knees, hips, and then push the floor away to stand up tall. 3 more. Chop. Hinge. Load up hammies and glutes. Toes, feet. Hup. Tall. 2 more. Chop. Hinge. Load it up. Hup. Tall. Hup. Oops, punched the wrong thing. Last time.
The
Hinge.
different thing.
And up top. Good.
Sound effects are optional, but definitely fun, so play with those as well.
Yes. We also have been working on our various heavy holds, so we're going to do that now. We're going to come back down to the floor, cuddle our bell, and hold it in our firing range position. If you don't have a bell, no problem. Hold your imaginary one. There you go. Okay, no rules.
Rolling pins, small dumbbells,
Yes.
soup cans, something to grip could be helpful for this exercise. A little bit of investment in a kettlebell. Check it out.
And a back order.
And a back order till January, so
Good luck.
good luck. We're in
So
the same
any
boat.
sort of object you can grip onto. Cuddle onto your side. That's the side that you're going to be holding it in. 2 hands roll to your back. 2-handed press. Sorry. Sorry, and don't put that on my foot yet. Set up like your get up stance on your lower body. So one leg is bent, other leg's out. From here, remove that top hand, place it on the floor. Looking at the loaded arm, is your wrist nice and straight? Elbow should be straight and over top of your shoulder. Shoulder is packed like you're juicing an orange in your armpit. Hold that. Breathing. For about another 10 seconds as you're here, think about the first move of the get up. Squeezing the butt, extending the hip. Could I move or no? I don't feel comfortable under that. 2 hands. Bell pulls down, keeping your forearm vertical. Roll to your side. Let it go. You move around the bell. The bell doesn't move around you. Well, it doesn't roll over you.
It doesn't go across your body.
Same thing other side. Cuddle first. Two-handed roll, two-handed press. Take away that second hand. Set up a get up. Pack your shoulder, elbow straight, wrist straight. Squeeze that bell. Maybe think about your hip extension. About another 10 seconds. If your bell is not this steady and it's wobbly and it's trying to find stability, that's great. That means it's working. Your shoulder is getting stronger. If it's not wobbling, that doesn't mean it's not working. It just means we've found some strength there. 3, 2, two hands, vertical forearm, pull down, cuddle. Okay, let's stand up with no hands. Excellent. We're back to our shadow swing exercises. We're going to now change to a more ballistic move, which is our hike pass, or the first move of our swing. Would you like to demonstrate 5 swings just to show them what we're talking about? Let's make him do the work. So our setup, hinge, good. Noticing it, great. I'll let him finish and then we'll talk. Great. We noticed how his shins stayed vertical the whole time. His hips went back, and that's where his load came from. Drive through plank position at the top, butts and abs, and then slow on the way down. Don't worry about the down yet. Let's just worry about the first position. So first, we must set up. Parallel feet, pivot, 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 rock. From here, your bell is in front of you about a foot and a half. Hinge on your hips and put your arms out to grip your imaginary kettlebell. Now right here, pack your shoulders or pull them down. Check in. Are your shins vertical? Your toes heavy on the floor? Your butt back? Your head's neutral? Let go of your bell. Stand up tall just to take a second. You stay there and watch. Our drill right now is going to be only our hike pass. That means the first move, we're going to hinge. We're going to grip our imaginary bell, pack our shoulders, tipping it onto our side, staying in the exact same height with our upper body, pull to zipper, park the bell. Pull to zipper, park the bell. We're going to do about 5 of those, okay? So you're already set up. Hinge on your hips. Grip your bell. Pack your shoulders. Inhale, pull to zipper, park. Pull to zipper, park. 3, park. 2, park. Last one. Park. Push the floor away. Stand up tall. Drive your hips through. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your abs. Be in a plank. Relax. Good. That's your hike pass, it's called. The first move of your swing. Next, we're doing our heavy hold, which is our suitcase carry. So take your bell or your object and stand over top of it. 1 foot on either side of it. You're going to hinge. Surprise, surprise. Grip with one hand. Pack your shoulders square to the floor. Stand up by extending your hip through, bringing the bell to one side, and standing tall. From here, I want you to think about pulling that shoulder up and back. Keep the bell off your body. This is strong posture. Lazy. Strong. Squeeze your butts. Use this side to keep you tall. Both cheeks. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Pull the bell or the object in front. Hinge, staying square to the floor. Stand up without. Shake it out. Work. Same thing other side. Hinge. Grip with a hand. Pack your shoulder. Lift 1 unit to the side. Up and back. Hold. Ribs to hips. Butts are squeezed. Abs are braced. 5, 4. Actually, I think we did it longer on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull it in front. Hinge. Up without. Excellent. Next step of our swing is what's called a stop swing. So it'll be 1 full swing, park the bell. Imaginary, for realsy, it looks like this, with a bell. Hinge stance, nice, get organized, grip your bell, pack it, hike pass like we practiced, full swing, through, park. Pack your shoulders, full swing, pull. Nice. Now, at the top of that swing, punches. Relax. Ian. Yes, great. We're going to do that minus the bell. So get your imaginary bell in front of you. Rotate on those feet. Find your hinge stance. Rock it back and forth. Hinge. Grip your imaginary bell. Pack your shoulders. Inhale, pull to zipper. Through to top. Bell falls through and park. Repack shoulders. Grip your bell. Pull. Pop. Let the bell fall through, park. Repeat. Pull. Pop. Fall through, park. 2 more. Pull. Pop. Fall through, park. Last one. Pull. Pop. Fall through, park. And relax. So obviously when holding a kettlebell, your fall is not going to be that slow because the bell is going to fall a little faster. Don't worry about that yet. Just pattern the swing. All right, suitcase hold. Stand over top of your object. This is where we held in our rack position. If you don't feel comfortable with that, do your
Suitcase or rack?
I'm sorry. Rack hold.
Yeah.
Is this one. If you don't feel comfortable with that, do your suitcase, your low carry. For our rack position, we did this last week. We're going to hinge over our bell. Grip, 1 hand, 2 hand cuddles. Zip up our jacket. Put the bell on the outside of our forearm. Now check in with your body. Are your glutes squeezed? Are you up tall? No schlumps. Now, vertical forearm. Check in with what your bell is touching. Your bell should really only be resting on your forearm, not your bicep. It might touch it a smidge because your biceps are huge, but it shouldn't be resting on it. 3, 2, 2 hands, unzip, keep it close to your body, hinge. Up without. Same thing other side. Stand over top of your bell, hinge. 1 hand grips, 2nd hand cuddles, zip. Hold, tight, tight, tall, tree trunk. Could think about pressing out of this one day. I don't know, for some reason, holding a kettlebell just makes me want to make those sounds. So strong. 2 hands, unzip your jacket, stand up tall. All right. We're now going to perform some pop and chops here, which would be more like our continuous swings. So what that will look like is standing up tall. You can watch first and then we'll all do it together. Chop our hips, hinge back, drive through. Hips back, drive through. That will be the timing and pattern of a swing. It would just be here. Okay, but let's use our arms like this. So you're in your hinge stance. You found it already. Standing tall, grip the floor, take your chops, chop your hips back, pop your hips forward. Chop, pop, keep up to our pace. 4, 5 more. 5, keep your toes heavy. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Normally, you don't have to keep up to our pace, but when you swing, it should be ballistic and quick. How did that feel, Ian?
I like a pop and chop.
You like a pop and chop?
I like that brace. I like those glutes.
Should we do it one more time to finish?
I think so. Groove the swing habits here.
Right. So then
Let's set it up one more time because I like that little dance move.
You like the dance
I like that dance move.
Feet together.
Feet together.
Pivot on a heel.
Heel.
Pivot on a toe. Pivot on a heel. Pivot on a toe. Rock it back and forth. Nice. Let's hinge. First, today we're actually going to change it on you. We're going to grip our imaginary bell. Pack your shoulders. Ready? Pull. Swing. Through. Swing. Through. Swing. Shoulders packed. 4, punch in the stomach and the butt. 2, I don't know, I lost count. Last one. Through and park. Let go. Up without. You must always park and put down the bell precisely.
With control.
With control. We want to see that nice park. Not, oh, I'm done. I just want to put the bell down.
So if Lauren did 1/4 turn, we'll talk about the finer points of that kettlebell swing for today and work on these themes for next week. If we held our arms out front, Lauren will be delaying the hinge until the very last second. This kettlebell, or her bare hands in this case, are falling down as she's maintaining her ramrod planks position. Once she's out of room, those hands can't go too much further. We'll initiate that hip hinge, sending the energy back. On the stand up, or that hip extension, the hands are going to stay connected to the hips for as long as possible, and then wha-pow, create that separation to front. We'd call this game play chicken with your groin. We want to maintain that planks tension that was really well nice on that hinge timing, and then through. If there's a low back issue in the swing, often it can come down to that timing of the chicken. Keep it tight to your body and your core engaged. We'll work on these
sounds.
Make those, the sounds do help.
They do.
Watch any modern tennis player and boxers. Use the power breath. It is very helpful.
Yes, I'm not a tennis player. Thanks for joining us tonight
Mover and a shaker.
Our virtual studio of bars and bells. That was your beginner kettlebell class. We'll do it again next week, same time, same channel. Subscribe. Sign up for a membership, barsandbells.com. Check out in-person classes. There's so much you can do.
There is.
Stay strong. Keep doing it. We'll see you soon.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming.
Goodbye.
It smells so good.